guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be setting up the smeltery that you see behind me. I hope you guys are ready. So today we are back on the server playing some more StoneBlock. I hope you guys are excited, but as you can see, I changed quite a bit while you guys were gone. So what I did was I have not progressed at all with anything. I have not progressed nothing, really. I'm still stuck at the exact same quest point, as you can see on here. I still haven't even completed the water one, which we actually need to do that now. Go ahead and complete that chest. But yeah, I'm at the same spot. All I did was I took some time, I sieved some more iron, got a few more hammers, and you can actually craft the iron hammer. Pretty simple. Really nice. Actually lasts a little bit longer than the Invar, at least it seems. And so I've been creating these rooms that will allow me to get some more automation and stuff done. And kind of help out with today's episode so we can get more progression done and not have to worry as much about what we need to build. So I'm kind of going with a theme for right now. This is necessarily probably not going to stay this way, but as you see, we got stairs going up here, which will possibly lead off into sections going in this direction. And I would like to have this whole area open more. So up in the top, actually have it like a balcony or stairwell up there, so that way we can see down to this level. I think that would look awesome. But as you can see, the only thing I did to the mob farm was I just made it so I can go around. So basically, this is the same setup that you would use in a thing such as a SkyBlock map. The same farm that I would normally use. But this is not going to stay this way forever. It's not going to. We're going to have this thing completely changed eventually, and it's going to all work out in the long run. But we need to progress. Let's open up this chest, see what kind of crazy loot we get this time. We got some Resonant Upgrade kits. Not bad. Those are, right? These are just the regular kits. Yeah, you have to progress through all of them before you can even get these. So technically, these are kind of that offshoot. You're like, oh yeah, I won't get to use these till way later on. But that's okay. That's okay. We don't need to really worry too much about this. So the only thing I've done is made these wooden barrels. Now this is part of Ex Nihilo, and you're going to be using those quite a bit. Now I need to find my water bucket, which oh, it's on me. You need to take your water bucket, and then over here I have some dust set aside. You get that from just breaking down with your compressed stone hammer and all that good stuff, because by the way, you can compress this and use it that way. Pretty much the same way all Ex Nihilos work. And yeah, you can set it up that way. Let's go ahead and actually place this real quick. I wanted to try something. So, with random things, I think this is a feature. Oh, okay, so maybe it's not enabled, but it used to be a feature with random things where sometimes I think you could have it on the sides, but maybe I'm completely wrong. But anyways, let's go ahead and fill up these, and I'll show you exactly what we're doing today. We need to get clay. To get clay, you take your dust, throw that dust inside one of these barrels that has a little bit of water in it, and then voila, we have clay. And then we should be able to break that clay down into single pieces. We're going to also take some bone meal that we have gained over the period of our farm. Plus we have a bunch of bags to open, which I hope you guys are excited for. I'm super excited for. So let's go ahead and get those done. All we got to do is throw this bone meal in here, combine that with the clay, and that'll get us porcelain. The porcelain is going to be used to make crucibles. I want to make 2 of them, just for right now. That's going to double the amount of speed. Let's grab our glass. Also cooking up glass. By the way, I was told that you can make stone crafting tables and use them as fuel. Like, that's awesome. That's like unlimited fuel. Like, we could literally set up a bunch of furnace arrays and have them like super smelt stuff because we're constantly feeding them with crafting tables because we have a cobblestone generator and an auto crafter. Crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm going to set up. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. So if we take a look over here, you can see that we have a few different types of a few different things that can cook our materials. So you see right here, you have this superheating element, which honestly just requires steel. I think we can get that probably later on. That's 60 times for a lava generation, and the conversion rate. And then we have lava, which is 3 times, a stone torch, which is going to do 1 time. Pretty much torches are all going to do 1 times. Lava's going to do 3. Fire technically gets us even higher at 5 times. But to get fire to consistently stay lit, we might have to use netherrack. And I think that's probably one of the things that it's going to be a little harder to get. Making a mega torch is, of course, going to be out of our reach for right now, but that then would be the next step up higher, which would kind of produce quite a bit. But the problem with the mega torch is it removes our mob spawning, which is also not a good thing. We might also get some of the stuff through loot bags, you never know. So let's go ahead and actually take a look. We've completed a quest, I do believe. Yes, we've completed the lava generation quest. So let's claim that. Let's go ahead and open up this chest because, man, the chest loot in this pack is crazy. So we got lithium dust from mechanism. This should be used to make some of the, some actual lithium, which kind of later game. We'll worry about that eventually. I'll go ahead and throw that inside my, like, metals chest, which is kind of what I'm working on over here. All right, so this is our sieving room. And right now, it's just a plain old sieving room. I think today we'll eventually get some semi-automation going on for this. There is so many different ways to automate the sieve. You can automate it with Excreatio, which is the same mod that it's from. You can automate it with extra utilities if you wanted to. You can automate it with so many different things. It's kind of unreal. The possibilities are quite unending. So let's get our first set of lava first, because we really need this lava. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this. And the only way we can get started right now is by taking a torch of any kind, placing a torch down. I'm also going to do one over here to double up. Place a torch down, and then we're going to place our crucible right here above that torch. Actually, let's make this look a little bit nicer. We'll drop this down one more. Then place the torch. Then place the crucible. How about that? I think that looks a lot better. And since I am kind of trying to make my base look as nice as possible, I think that looks a lot better. So there we go. We have that. Now we need to throw some cobblestone in there. So if you throw 4 cobblestone, I'm pretty sure 4 cobblestone is all it takes to make 1 bucket of lava. This thing can store 4 buckets of lava, if I remember correctly. But it only takes 4 pieces of cobblestone to make 1, and it will only hold 4 pieces of cobblestone at a time until that whole bucket is completed, or until it's gotten down to at least 1/4 of that gone. Then you can continue refilling it. So yeah, this you can easily automate this with hoppers, and that way you can maximize your output. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and set this up with some simple hoppers. It doesn't get too much cheaper than that right off the bat. We can make item ducts, but that also requires just a bit more space, I think. And I think we could make this a lot skinnier. So let's go ahead and grab some dark wood. I've been using this to build with, so I just have quite a bit of it on hand. Make 2 chests. You guys know how hoppers are made. Super simple. 2 hoppers, just like that. And voila, we can now automate, or semi-automate this, I guess you would say, because we still have to fill it with cobblestone. We don't have like a cobblestone generator automatically filling it. But we can now let this do its thing while we sit back and let it generate 4 buckets of lava apiece. Like, that's super easy. So yeah, we now have lava. All we gotta do now is wait for both of these to complete and give us at least 1 bucket, and then we can move on. So while we wait, I guess what we can do is we can start opening up some loot bags and see what kind of crazy stuff we get from these. Okay, so stone gear. Oh, we got rubber saplings, which is nice. I'll be sure to throw all of the loot, for the most part, in here. We can shift right-click these bags into here as well and see what we get. We got golden apples. Look at the EMC value on that stuff whenever we get to that later on. We got 2 draconium dust. This is actually pretty nice, because we can, if we get enough of that, we can actually make dislocators, and we can use that to travel, which is really good. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this. I didn't even notice what that gave me, to be honest. We got a chorus flower. No way. Chorus flower before even going to the end, and we got climbing gloves, which is kind of... I don't know how useful these would be, but these do go in a bobble slot, and they allow you to climb up walls. So, if I need to climb up a wall or something like that, like this, I can now do so without ladders. Kind of helpful for building, to be honest. Really good. Let's see. a bunch of horse armor. I wonder if that can be smelted down. Ooh, we got more ender pearls. I will not complain about ender pearls at all, because at this moment, with people on the server, you're going to have people having issues with getting a bunch of mobs to spawn. The spawn rates are definitely going to be lower. Speaking of endermen, there is one over there. Also, I ended up getting this head because someone on the server ended up getting a sword that has looting 25 on it from a loot chest. Crazy. And that sword also turns skeletons when you kill them. It turns them into wither skeletons and gives you wither skeleton skulls. So yeah, this bag that we just got is an ender sack, which is awesome because now we have a backpack on us. Really cool. Really cool. I'm going to take this. This is actually going to go in another section. This is a teleportation one. We'll use that eventually. Right now it has no good use for us, nor does this stuff. Let's take a look at this armor. Can it be smelted down? Oh yeah. We can definitely smelt that down whenever we get a smeltery up and running, which will happen potentially this episode. Getting a smeltery going is not going to take too long, and we can easily set a smeltery right here, which is my plan eventually, because this is not going to stay here permanently. This will definitely go somewhere else, if I can talk today. Alright, let's take some of these other loot bags, and actually I want to see common loot bags. What kind of stuff does common loot bags carry in it? I mean, there's some decent stuff in here. I can't believe iridium is in this, but they are. And there's actually some pretty good early game stuff actually in all these loot bags. So let's just begin to open a few of them. And then we'll go and take a look in our chest and see what we've got. Let's take a look. So already we have soul sand and endstone. Okay. And we also have a, what is that, Spectre coil, number 135. This generates 128 RF a tick. Wait, what? Wait, what? Just by itself? Does this go into something? Let's take a look. Can we make this? Generates 128 RF tick and outputs it onto a block it's attached to that can be found in dungeon chests. No way. No way. We have 128 RF per tick. Just right there. What? That's awesome. Also, we get a wing charm. Gives you slow fall after 6 blocks. I don't technically need that, but that is a really nice thing. And then you can right click in the inventory to turn it on and off. We also got some punji sticks, which you guys probably know what those do. And I think this is another empty chest. Yes. This is also a loot chest. Let's start throwing some more items in here, because it seems like we're getting some really good stuff already. And like, guys, we just got started. Just got started. By the way, this right here was given to me because this actually unlocks the Ender Portal. We're going to do an event where we all fight the Ender Dragon together, and we'll probably be so overpowered that at that point, like, there's people in here with weapons that could already kill the dragon in literally one hit. So we're going to have that set up, so maybe we'll do something like bows only or something like that and see how that goes. Maybe that would be kind of fun. I don't know. So apparently you can't shift right-click these bags in there. Common bags can't be shifted into a chest. Doesn't seem like it. Another golden apple. Let's get that. That goes in there. That went in there. Now they're going inside there. Perfect. And we have another one. And then I can't wait to see what's inside this chest. It'll only go in this side. Kind of weird. Okay. What do we get? Alright, we got a heart container. Is that going to give us extra life? Like that has to give us extra life. We got leather. We also got Ender Wings, teleport to world spawn. Okay, I know what those do. Diamantine crystal block. Nice. And we got an air charm, walk on air, sneak to descend. That is a really powerful thing right here. It's almost like flight, but whenever you have it, whenever you step up, when it's on, you like float on a block. And when you want to go down, you just hold shift and it'll go down. So this thing is creative flight at that point. And then you can turn it off and on by right-clicking on it inside of your inventory. Pretty ridiculous. And then this heart container, is this something we consume that will give us an extra heart? I think after we have something to regenerate our health. we might actually regenerate a new heart. We just got a new heart container. Wow. Oh, we got slime balls. Orange slime balls. As well. Wow, we got some really good early game stuff. I'm not going to lie. This is some pretty decent things. We got mushrooms right off the bat. We don't have to kind of grind for mushrooms, which is really nice. We got some worms from Actually Edition, which actually within this pack is not that easy to get. And we got Aridite. We got some fish and a few other good things. So I can't complain. We get some really good stuff. I'm actually going to move around some of our like side products that are normally used somewhere else over there. And yeah, we also got an empty map. I bet this is going to look hilarious when we open it. Yeah, that is hilarious because the whole top of the world is lava. So this will be completely red, which is it was just hilarious. I know you guys are looking and you're like, "Oh, there's chance cubes there. Open those chance cubes, Chosen." Well, we're gonna do those in the Nether. We got to get to the Nether first. We're gonna try and do that this episode. Also, get to the Nether and see how that goes. But anyways, look at that. We got brown and red mushrooms. And normally you have to kind of go through a process of sieving to get them. Apparently you have to sieve sponge. Yeah, and you have to make sponge with wool and slime. Apparently. Or, yeah, you have to do it that way, kind of. Or actually get them in a loot bag. Kind of cool. We actually got to bypass that whole thing. So, let's take some of our mob drops. We'll throw that in, and we're going to check and see if our lava's ready, because I almost guarantee it is. It's got to be getting pretty close. And see how that's going. We already have, what, 3 ender pearls here? Oh, really nice. Alright, so, this is done. Oh, we have 1 bucket of lava. Oh, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another bucket made. And we'll take this, make a bucket. We're going to get ourselves 1 bucket of water, 1 bucket of lava from any of the sides. Now we have lava, which is awesome. And we should now be able to make a cobblestone generator. So let's do tiny progressions. And cobblestone generator. And you can see it just requires stone, glass, or cobblestone and glass, and lava and water. That's all you need. So we have the cobblestone, glass, water, and lava on us. Let's make a cobblestone generator. And just like that, guys, we've beaten the pack. No, I'm just kidding. We just now have a cobblestone generator, but it's awesome because this, we can now put a storage drawer on it and actually generate. Actually, I'm going to use darkwood for this, and we can actually start generating a bunch of cobblestone for free, which is perfect. Take our chest, throw it like that. We'll get a basic drawer that's made with darkwood. And we can just plop this guy down. Actually, let's go ahead and upgrade it first because we can upgrade this thing to an iron tier, then to a diamond tier. So right now, we can easily do iron tier because of the amount of iron that we currently have. So let's place this down. We will upgrade this. Now we have it at this tier, which is awesome. By the way, I'm going to put torches here and here, and the cobble gen is going to go right here in the wall, which is really nice. That is such a weird sound that makes from the climbing gloss. So, place the cobble gen here, and then when you place an inventory above it, it should automatically output to the inventory that's above it. And look at that, we are now generating cobblestone. Really, really good. Now, anytime we need to fill this up, we can just fill these up. Right now, I'm not too worried about it because they only hold 4 buckets of lava anyways. But we could potentially use this to power something else. And earlier I said this is where our furnace, or our generator is going to go. Or not a generator. Our smeltery is going to go. And that is where it's going to go. We'll have to get to that eventually, but we're not worried about it too much quite yet. So at this point, we have a few quests that we could potentially go ahead and claim. That being, we need 2 ender pearls on us at one time, and that should, in turn, fully complete the mob farm section. And all I need to do is claim that loot, but we're going to wait. We're also going to make ourselves at least 1 flint stiffen mesh, which should be pretty easy to set up. All we got to do is shift right click without having torches on our sidebar to pull this off, right? Yep, there it goes. And we're going to use that with some flint to deck this thing out. And we're going to turn this into flint stiffen mesh, right? Or does it require a specific recipe? Am I missing something? I bet I am. Is this not used? I bet. Let's take a look. I bet the mesh recipes possibly are changed. Oh, they are changed. They are different. Normally, it's a process of actually upgrading your originals. But it's not in this pack, which means we need to find our string, which I'm pretty sure I have in one of these chests. I just don't remember which one because I've moved everything around. It's in this one. So, yeah, we're going to take our string and we're going to make ourselves a flint, stiffen mesh. Pretty easy, right? That doesn't take too much to get to. And we can then throw it in here. So now we have a bunch of potential loot chests. Let's claim this one. We'll claim this one. And we have 2 from up-tiering our cobblestone generators. And like I said, you really want to do this because these chests are powerful. Flask of Adrenaline. We got another one of those. We got... Wow. Okay, so we just got some transportation from thermal expansion. Like, that is cool all in itself. I can't believe I just got those. Then we got 64 ME storage components. 4 of them. That would be very helpful later on. And we got some glowstone ingots, which I think these glowstone ingots, they're used for mechanism, yes. They are used for mechanism tools and armor and such, and things for later on, which are perfectly fine. I will take those. We might have to get into that. Might have to get into that for sure. But yeah, we're going to throw all of this into that special loot chest that we have. Same for all of these items. They need to go over there as well. And I don't need the moving wand. I do have a few other things that's in my inventory that I really don't need. The ender pearls, let's throw those back in our chest. But yeah, that wasn't too much. Like, we have completed quite a few quests already, and we have barely even moved anywhere. Now, we do need to wait for the Nether quest, which is going to be getting ourselves a portal up and running. But before we do that, we have options for floral fertilizer, and we also have the Smeltery. Now, the Smeltery should be pretty easy to do. We have quite a bit of clay at this point. We have sand. So we have access to clay, sand, and we have access to gravel. So making a Smeltery, honestly, isn't too difficult. So we have a compressed stone hammer, and I was lucky enough for somebody to drop by a diamond wand. Somebody also dropped by a unbreakable wand, which I completely appreciate. So I've had some really nice people come by and drop some stuff off. As you can see, there's quite a bit of people on today. Everybody's on here, still trying to progress. A lot of people have already made it quite farther than I have. But like I said, I spent almost all night last night just building stuff and kind of making this area look more like a structure and less like a cave system. So that was my goal for all of this. All right, so let's go ahead and we will turn this into compressed stone. Also, another trick you can do is hover over the actual block and hold shift and hit K. It will convert all of that item that is in your inventory and it will compact them like this. And it comes from this mod, this inventory sorting mod, which is also another way to do it a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and we'll place this down. The lovely wand will come in handy for this. And I can just bam, bam, take this, break it all, and look at all that extra gravel I now have. So making grout is pretty easy at this point now. So what we're going to do is throw this all together, and bam, there's 44 grout. And since we are doing it this way, with our tables, we have a bunch of these, so we can kind of increase the amount of time it's going to take, or decrease the amount of time it's going to take to smelt this, and we're ready to go. I think all I need, right, is sand, so I can easily get some more sand. Need 64 sand? Well, here's close enough to 64 sand. All compacted and ready to go. This pack is very similar to Sky Factory. It's so similar. It's just, I mean, oh man, everybody on the server has been saying this pack is really fun. And I was like, well, that's the appeal. Because Sky Factory was that appeal as well. Like, Sky Factory was a kitchen sink pack that was really fun. And that's because it was just, you know, you were open to all these mods. And a lot of communities started playing together. And when communities play together, it is really fun to play on a server with a bunch of people. So that's probably why I've heard a lot of people saying they really are enjoying this pack so far. Alright, there's 64 more grout, plus 20. So, I mean, you can't beat this. We'll throw all this together, and we're going to get ourselves a smeltery going. So, I have most of the smeltery sort of set up and made. All I need to do now is remove one of these sides and kind of get this thing set up and automated. Because we need to get lava being produced and put in here. So, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need fluid ducts, and we're going to need item ducts. Very easy things to get, or actually pipes, fluid pipes and ducts. So let's actually get this set up. Let's take a look. So, not pipes, but it is extra utilities. So if we make item nodes, item transfer nodes, we're gonna need some chest. I always forget that I need a chest on me. Super easy to make this though. Chest. We're going to need to make this, which requires these stone slabs. That's why I grabbed some slabs. Let's make a few more. This is going to make a bunch. Oh, we actually may be limited because we have not actually gotten redstone yet. So we need compressed dust in order to get redstone. And we need to do it inside an iron stiffened mesh, which I think we can get. But that might be a little bit of time. So I guess for now we can use hoppers. And that's really what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to use hoppers because we don't have redstone yet. And for fluid, I mean, for fluid, we don't have a good way of transferring fluids. So, I mean, making an iron stiffened mesh is not that hard, I don't think. Let's say, is it just iron with string? Let's take a look. Iron mesh. It is just iron and string. Wow, that is not that bad, actually. And plus, we get a quest reward for that. So we should be able to take some of this dust, and we should be able to sieve through some of it, right? So let's take some of the dust. And is it going to just go in this one? I think it only goes in this one. There's a pretty low chance of redstone, though, so I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time working through this to get to where I need. So that didn't take as long as I thought. There's the redstone that I need. And I don't think the fluid node, it requires redstone itself, so, I mean, I'm going to have to spend just a little bit more time, but like I said, it didn't take me that long to obtain what I do have on me, so I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling that this won't take as long as I thought it was going to take, which is great news. Plus, I'm also gathering up some other things, like crushed black quartz, which is going to be very helpful later on. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing this, guys, and until I get a few pieces of redstone, just so it makes it simple for our early game automation setup. Then once we get the smeltery going, we can start making a bunch of ender pearls and making automation a lot easier for ourselves. So at this point, I should be able to go ahead and make myself a tank. I'm going to use this tank to go ahead and pull out some of this lava, just so we don't waste it. And I'm going to store it over here in this super easy to use tank from Buildcraft. You can't get any better than that Buildcraft one. And then we're going to replace this with a different cobblestone generator. And then we're also going to affect this one just a little bit. We're going to break this section, remove this, and we're going to upgrade this one with lava. Since we have the extra lava, we might as well, upgrade it? And hope that it doesn't catch our stuff on fire or kill us, which, yeah, that's not good either. Let's put ourselves out. I don't know what I did there. Did I place it funny? I must have. I just hope this, I don't think this will catch on fire. I don't think so. We should be placing it down there. There we go. Cap that off. And then this gets the piece put back on it. There we go. Now that should produce lava a little bit faster. Whew, that was close. We almost took an L right there. We almost died. That would not have been good. Okay, let's go ahead and move over here. We'll place our cobblestone generator. Same as we had it earlier. Much like that. There we go. And we can put all of our cobblestone in it, and everything is all hunky-dory. We're going to use this one for a little bit of a different setup. So, let's come over to this side. Right here is where our tank is going to go. We need to clear out a little bit of an area for this to work. Now, I do have enough redstone at this point. I went through that whole stack, and I think I got 16. 16 in total. Throw this in here so we don't have some crazy mob spawning. Also, place this down so we don't have some crazy mob spawning. We get those endermen, they keep spawning, which is fine because they're free ender pearls just floating around. I don't mind. I stand right under this and just kill them. They're super easy to take out. So, with that being said, let's get our pipes made. That should be pretty easy enough, right? There we go. We have enough redstone at this point, and then from that, we also got blaze powder and a few other things as well. Awesome. So, let's start crafting, and I think I have everything on me now. Right, we need to make transfer pipes. Awesome. We need fluid transfer. So we need cobblestone, I think, or stone. I don't know if it's both. Just grab. It all looks so similar sometimes. So there's our transfer nodes. And then if we click here, we can also go out and then we can grab this, which will be item transfer nodes. Perfect. And we still have a little bit of redstone to spare. Awesome. Let's throw that in there. And we're going to use item transfer nodes, technically, for this. We'll put some stone here because we'll need to be replacing that soon. Because we're going to run our automation back here. You won't even be able to see it. All of this automation stuff is going to be all hidden. That's one beautiful thing about this pack, is everything's covered in stone. So you can seriously just hide everything, which is awesome. And I love that. I love that about this pack. So unlike a SkyBlock, you would have to build infrastructure to hide your automation. Not in this pack. Such a beautiful thing. Alright, so what we can do is we can have now item transfer node, pulling cobblestone out, not very fast, which is fine, it doesn't need to be fast, because we're not going to be using the smeltery that much. We're just going to automate the smeltery and have it fully capable of running lava. Alright, so we can throw this and pull this all the way over here. Now, right here, let's break this line, and we're going to go up one, because down here is going to be lava. Alright? Actually, right here is going to be some lava in this hole. This is going to be where our pipe is going to be connected. I'm going to need a little bit of room to kind of get out of here once I get this placed, which is fine. We can set that right there. Alright, so let's place our crucible. Once we get a bucket of lava, we can grab it from here. And can I get out of here? Yeah, through the center. Place our lava. We'll place this. And from on the other side, we go around. This lava should light everything up, so we shouldn't have to worry about too much. Yeah, we just need to have this connected, like so. And that's going to provide everything we need. Now, we need a fluid transfer node connecting here. So let's go ahead and fill this back up. We don't need anything there. We don't even need it to be tall here. So we need a fluid transfer node right here. And then we're just going to add one pipe. Then we're going to throw our tank here. And that's going to provide our tank with lava. And then we can literally just close this whole thing up as if it never existed. Eventually, we are going to fill this this area right here with some more of the Tinker's Construct smeltery blocks, but we need to get some stone going in here first. Now, we can set up a chest down here to actually automate any of these, which we need to do. So what I will do is I'm going to go to the bottom, like this. Put two item transfer nodes on the bottom of these guys. If I can get to them. There we go. And we're going to run a pipe from that transfer to the center. And that's going to lead us, if the Enderman will leave me alone. We'll throw this stuff back on here. And then we can go grab a chest, and that will allow us to pull items directly in. And I think it looks kind of clean. I think it looks pretty clean. And it's a really nice setup. All right, so we got that done. We can place a chest literally right here. And that is automated for that point. And then back here, I can throw stone down to close that up. Later on, we can put smeltery bricks behind it. Actually, I have some smeltery bricks right here. I could put a smeltery brick right behind this, and you would never even know. Perfect. And there's our chest. Now all we got to do is take that hopper from earlier, slap it on there, and bam, we have access to it. Or, actually what would probably be better is having the smeltery here. Look at this. We have stone already going in there. Let's put our hopper right here for right now. It's not the prettiest of things, but this does effectively work, and we could put a chest or whatever up there. But this is just going to allow us to throw some cobblestone in here, and that cobblestone is going to allow us to take this and pour it out and make more brick for our smeltery, which is what I want. This is what I want to do. So we're going to get that done. We're going to throw some of that in here. It should make seared brick, or seared stone, and then we can cast that out, and that will give us some seared stone that we can actually use to build this thing up more. So, that was pretty easy, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, guys, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying this StoneBlock series, and if you are, I hope to see you in the next episode. As always, guys, thanks for watching.